Everybody has their price. Up until now I've been proud of my moral principles, but now I've been tempted. You'll occasionally see the ridiculous business offers that YouTubers get to promote new CSGO gambling sites in exchange for thousands and thousands of dollars. I get these offers too, and it's easy for me to turn down. Until now I saw this as proof that I was morally sound, but really, it's just common sense. It's easy to see that they won't benefit your channels at all, beyond possibly a very generous initial lump sum payment, in return for advertising a shady gambling site. Provided they actually pay up, that is. The difficulties come from more legitimate offers, those that aren't about gambling but are instead from companies that offer actual products and services. In exchange for 10 to 15 seconds at the start of a video, relatively large and reputable companies will pay generous amounts of money, enough that it dwarfs the ad revenue that currently supports me. I hope that you can appreciate the temptation that's associated with that. By selling out completely, I could disable the default YouTube adverts for everybody, forever. I could give back to the community in the form of giveaways. My parents would finally be proud of my decision to do YouTube. But really, all of these are just me trying to justify it to myself. I think that if I thought about it for long enough, I'd begin to believe it. But these aren't the real reasons I'd accept these offers. Because right now, I'm quite comfortable living my frugal lifestyle and creating content for you all to enjoy. If I accept these offers, it's because even I have my price. And would you be any different? Put yourself in my shoes. For just a couple of seconds at the start or end of one of your videos, you could get more than you're currently getting in an entire month. You could splash out on that new graphics card, or rent a better place, or help that friend in need. I'm sure that most people in my shoes would eventually crumble and do it. I know that many other YouTubers and streamers my size are, and they're making a killing. And the kicker is, there's been no massive backlash to what they're doing. People may dislike ads, but they're still going to watch their content and support them. They just accept it as the way it is. Plus, who knows how long YouTube is going to be around for? How long am I going to be around for? In the future, do I really want to be struggling in the jobs market, getting rejected from every job I apply for, knowing that things could have been so different had I accepted these advertising offers? Would knowing that I had done the ethical thing be worth that price? I live life in fear of regret, now more than ever. These past few days, I've really been thinking about this stuff. I've struggled to sleep, I've paced back and forth, dwelling over deals that I've been offered. It's made me hate myself. I don't know why I ask people, because I feel I've already made my mind up. I don't know if I want people to support me with it, or to shout back in my face that it's a terrible idea. Perhaps spout off reasons about why I shouldn't do it, like it'll kill my YouTube channel, people will hate me, I'll be a sellout. But I can't think of a single YouTuber who's been killed off for doing these deals. No viewer really thinks that much of it. They're still watching content for free, and at the same time, those YouTubers are making a killing. Look at Valve. If they had asked everybody if they wanted weapon skins in Counter-Strike, most people would have said no. But they went ahead and did it, and have made so much money from doing so. Kind of reminds me of being a child. You could ask your mum if you could have a biscuit, and risk being told no. Or you could just go ahead and take one and deal with the consequences. And at least you've had that biscuit. Another Valve example would be the paid Skyrim mods. There was a major backlash, so they stopped doing it. Some harm done, but not enough to offset the benefits from where that approach has paid off. Ultimately, the pros outweigh the cons. It's just a case of doing it in a way that won't irritate people too much. But I'm not accepting these deals today. I have turned down current, very generous offers, and I feel great. Not because I'm a good person, but because I'm scared of taking that plunge. It's a relief to just be carrying on the way I am, without the fear of a backlash. I'm not making this YouTube video to sound like a good guy, because this whole experience has made me realise that I'm not. This is a confession that at some point, I might accept these deals. I probably will. Nobody will really care, and I'd be so much better off for them. I just want you to understand my situation. Yes, I'm getting by, but I could be doing a lot better, and I feel like a fool for not doing it. Right now, I feel somewhat morally obligated to my viewers, and particularly those who support me on Patreon. For some reason, I feel guilty accepting money from those who are freely offering it. But this whole experience has opened my eyes. I'm going to cancel Patreon this month. Thank you to those of you who have supported me out of the goodness of your hearts. But it's just another thing that's weighing on my conscience right now. I fully intend to continue making stuff the way I always have, whatever happens. It will be a sad day when I make stuff that I don't enjoy or feel proud of. I'll pay for the servers I was going to get paid for with my own money. I strongly disagree with gambling, but can't promise that I won't have non-gambling companies sponsor my videos if I consider it a reasonable deal for myself, at some point in the future. I feel that forever turning down these deals is making life pointlessly difficult for myself, as though anything that benefits me must surely be a trap of some kind that's going to blow up in my face. And I think that this is all made more difficult because I make content that I enjoy. I never intended to become rich or famous. It was always second to doing what I love, and throwing adverts into the mix somewhat damages this. But what if one deal could make you comfortable for the rest of your life? Are you saying that you wouldn't take that? I would. The question is where you draw the line between that and nothing. And with the deals I've been offered recently, I now know that I have my price.